and discipline. Because without that, that shit's called gambling, bro. Like when you go in the arcade and you do this with the fireballs and all that. Don't ask me how I know. I just know. If you know, if you know. You know, I don't play it, but I see people play. You know, and it's yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Sincere back with another video. I'm excited for this one. It's gonna be a good one. Tell your moms that you ain't trying to listen to her right now. Tell your co-workers, tell whoever, because I'm about to talk some ish. But before I get into that, shout out to the Tech Hustle, the whole team and everything. D Hustle, Ray, Bobby DFL. What's good, bro? But anyways, if it was easy, bro, why not trade? Why not trade? Ask yourself that. If it's easy, why not trade? People have this idea of easy money. And people do make easy money in this world, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. People do make easy money. But it don't last that long. And I'm gonna tell you why. I mean, you talk about specifically trading. So, you're watching people's highlights, bro. Like, yo, this guy made 4,000 in 30 minutes. This guy made 30,000 in 5 minutes. Yeah, but you're not seeing the ups and downs that's going through that. You're just watching like the end game from them. And cool. But that's not how it started in the beginning. You know? The misconception of like trading is that people feel like it's gambling. And I tell people all the time, trading is all about strategy and discipline. Let me say that again. Trading is all about strategy and discipline. Because without that, that shit's called gambling, bro. Like when you go in the arcade and you do this with the fireballs and all that. Don't ask me how I know. I just know. If you know, if you know. You know, I don't play it, but I see people play. You know, and it's hilarious. People out there gambling their life away. You know what I'm saying? It might be a strategy to that. I don't know that because I don't care about that. You know, I've messed with trading. So here's why most people don't stick to trading. One, bro, your emotions. You're too emotional, bro. Way too emotional. You might be in profit and you're like, oh, shoot, I just made $10. Oh, no. Now it's negative 20. And then you want to get out. Nah, man. Get some wiggle room, bro. Let the play out, bro. Because at the end of the day, like, I know when I was in this game, I was like this too, but I had to calm it down. The second thing, bro, you have no plan. It's like going to the casino, bro, and you going and you just playing blackjack without knowing the rules. There's no plan, so of course you're gonna lose money because you have no strategy, bro. You know what I'm saying? The third one is discipline, man. You want quick wins, but you're not thinking about the long-term success, bro. You're really not. You're looking at it like fast, and you're like, all right, doing this, doing that, and it's like, nah, bro, and that's the reason why. You freaking suck, bro. You suck because you don't have no discipline. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing why people lose in trading, distractions, bro. Distractions. You over here watching God knows what on Netflix, social media, and you want to be a professional trader, you're supposed to be locked in, bro. Locked in. You know what I'm saying? Locked in. So those are a couple reasons why people fail in trading. But what you don't see people do when they trade that looks easy, and I'm gonna explain this to you. Now, for those people who make trading look easy, this is what you don't see. And this is gonna be a key factor to this video. I got 3 examples. Number 1, the amount of hours they study on their craft. The amount of hours they study on the craft, which means back testing, bro. Even I still do that. When I messed up on a trade, bro, I still back test, bro. I'm no better than the beginning trader, the advanced trader, the intermediate trader, or somebody just out looking in the bleachers watching. You know, I'm not better than none of them. I still back test to this day, bro, to see what can I perfect? Because I'm not a master at this. I'm a student of the game, bro. Hours and hours on the craft what you don't see. And that's why they make trading look easy. Number 2, bro, you gotta journal, bro. You got to journal your losses and your wins. Because how you don't know the mistakes in trading, bro, if you don't journal? You need a journal, bro. The big wins, the small wins, the big losses, the small losses. And even if you lose, man, you got to keep going, bro. You got to keep going. Because why stop? You put all this pain in. Why stop, bro? Get a reward from it. Shout out to ET. You know what I mean? But get a reward from it, bro. Like, seriously, like, keep going, bro. Like, bro, my cousin, bro, he had a 2-month losing streak, bro. Are y'all cool with that? And he's a profitable trader, bro. You know, and it happens. You know what I'm saying? He had to sit back, analyze, took a month off, see what's going on, his psychology, and got back and killed it. Killed it, bro. So you guys need to journal, bro. I promise you, if you journal, it would change the game, bro. It would change the game. And now, the last one, bro, is you need to practice discipline like an athlete, bro. I'll say that again. You got to practice discipline like an athlete. You think Steph Curry out there just shooting the rock for no reason? No, he's been practicing that. He's been programming himself. He's disciplined. Like, yo, I got to go to the gym. I got to go to the gym. LeBron, I got to go to the gym. Messi, I got to go to the gym. Floyd Mayweather, They discipline. They like an athlete, bro. These dudes is disciplined. You got to be disciplined in this. You be like, okay, if it don't look good in this chart, oh my God, if it's ranging, it's doing a bunch of double tops, triple tops, quadruple tops. And it's like, bro, if it's not a good setup, don't hit the button, bro. Do not hit the button. Trust me. Do not hit the button, bro. Okay? Because you need to be disciplined, bro. Because that's the key to life. Discipline. Forget motivation, bro. Because motivation come and go. Discipline is the key to life, bro. I promise you, guys. I promise you. So now, trading isn't for everyone. And it's not supposed to be, bro. But if you're willing to do the hard stuff, like study, fail, learn, repeat, it could become simple. Not easy, but simple. Let's repeat that again. If you study, fail, learn, and repeat, it could be simple. Not easy, but simple. All right? So the next time somebody tells you if trading was so easy, why does everybody can't do it? You just laugh in your head and you know the real answer. Because people that just think this shit is easy, bro, have no idea, bro. Seriously, have no idea what type of pain and what type of, people go crazy. You know what I mean? Not too crazy. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like off their head or nothing, because I ain't off of my head. Come on, bro. Like, come on. I love my life. You know what I mean? Me and God, we got a plan. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's not easy, bro. But it's simple. We make it complicated. That's why I tell people that ask me about trading. Yo, I see you doing your thing. You post your thing on profit. See your video. That's fire. And I tell them they're like, yo, what's your secret? It's like, nah, man, I just follow simple strategies. I don't get emotional. I practice what I preach. And I'm just disciplined, bro. But trading is simple. We just make it difficult because we on our head. If you train like a robot, bro, and just leave the emotions out the window, you'll be a good trader, bro. I promise you, you'll be a good trader. But you gotta lock in, bro. You got to lock in. If you lock in, I promise you guys, bro. I promise you. I don't know when would you be a successful trader or a profitable trader. But all I know is this. Anything you put your work in and you discipline, consistent, and persistent enough, you get wow, I'm over here stuttering. You get where you need to get to, bro. I promise. As anywhere in life, in a job, husband, wife, whatever, you get to what you need to get to, bro. You'll get there. I promise. But you just gotta enjoy the process. And that's the problem with these people, man. These people These people do not want to enjoy the process. They want to get to the finish line. Like my man Pun said, there's a finish line there, bro. A finish line. And it's a lot of people don't get to the finish line because the journey messes them up. And then they're like, nah, it's too much. Nah, man, but maybe if you would have pushed a little bit further, you would have got to the finish line. You feel me? You would have got there. So remember, guys, trading is simple. Not easy, but simple. But guys, drop a comment, man, if you're really serious about trading. DM me. Wanna learn the ins and outs of what's going on. I would appreciate